all zodiac signs. So come by the page, hop in the chat. Let me know if you guys have any questions, all right? I'm going to start off with Aries first. So I'll let you guys know where in the zodiac that I am, all right? I'm using several forms of divination. I'm using tarot cards, different oracle decks, crystals, and I'm reading the real world environment as well. I also throw objects too. I've got a set of objects in here that I'll be throwing. All right, so let's kick it off with Aries first. I hope everybody's day is relaxing and calm. All right, I'm starting off in the future. I'm looking at reciprocity. This is like an equal balance of give and take. This is coming in upside down. So this is in the future, in the current energy going forward. If there's some type of imbalance with a child, with the younger energy, some type of unequal give and take that's taking place in the relationship. There needs to be balance that's brought to the situation, or it ends in this, like walking away from something, but it's held in the balance right now. In the balance, this is the negative aspect to the situation hasn't happened yet because it's waiting on your decision to see if you'll make things better. I'm looking at money coming up ahead in the future for you. Look at my money aspect. That money aspect is coming up. So I'm looking at money coming to you in the near future. I'm looking at 11 on my dice. I'm looking at the 5 into the 6. It's the 5 into the 6. I'm looking at loss and conflict under some type of parental energy. So whether this is arguing with a child or some type of parenting energy, there's some type of out of balance energy, whether this is you with your parents or you with your children. I'm looking at the black rock is coming in the center, so I'm looking at an obstacle. I'm looking at pain in the right shoulder or on the right side. I'm looking at the red rock, which represents some type of health problems or some type of issues popping up on your body, and it's coming in on the right side of the man. The right side is the masculine side of the body. The left side is the feminine. So if some type of disease or illness is manifesting on your left side of your body, this is trauma related to a masculine in your life, a father, brother, uncle, whatever that is for you. If it comes in on your left side of your body, this is trauma with a feminine energy that we need to heal. And this could be a mother, sister, aunt, whatever that is for you. Looking at the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is hitting the dirt. Ace of Cups represents higher aspects to the emotional space. Let's look at something's out of balance. I'm looking at a cup being spilled out. This is letting your emotions pour out of you, not being in control of your emotional space. So we're looking at you making progress through this next month, really focusing on your emotional aspect, emotional outbursts, or whatever that is for you. There's something that needs to be brought into control, brought into balance. I'm looking at a gateway, a portal opening up in the near future for you. Is this thing something happening that you're wanting to happen? My dog's making sounds on that one. It's confirmation. I'm looking at some rage inside, some anger inside. It's like a pressure cooker. All right, we want to bring this into balance, so make sure that we're focusing on that this month. This is going to give you more of an increase in the relationships around you. When we learn to tame our fire energy, when we learn how to control the fire inside, that's what gives birth to these higher aspects of yourself. This is what's being tested over this next month. I'm looking, there needs to be more romance to your life. All right, this is finding a soulmate. This is coming in upside down. So whether you've got somebody in your life that's not treating you right, or there's arguing going on, there's some type of aspect to your life that's not in order. Something you're meant to be working on, be working through. Guys, if you're hanging out, man, I'm going to be reading for Taurus next. I'm looking at you turning a new chapter of your life, turning a new page. Right? So there needs to be a focus that's set on this, because this is where you're looking for the next level up in your life. This is where we get excited about life, because things are getting ready to change for us. But sometimes things look scary, a lot scarier than they are. Right? So make sure that we're not letting fear overtake us. Right? That we're approaching aspects of what we're fearful of, that we're confronting those this month. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the Aries reading. Let's jump over to Taurus and see what we got. What's up, guys? Man, it's good to see you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, man. If you guys are following me on Facebook, TikTok, I appreciate it. It's the first time I've done a live reading like this on this app website. So, man, thank you guys for being here and following along. All right, guys, if you guys like the sessions, there's going to be down in the comment section. Just drop me a comment. I'm also there's a link to my website if you guys want to book a session also. Guys, I'm a psychic medium and ascended master. I read energy and teach energy manipulation to thousands of people all over the earth. One of the things I teach is astral projection, learning how to project our consciousness wherever we want at any specific time and place in this place. When we do this, we're able to leave the body and experience our energetic self. It helps when we're understanding that death is just a concept that we've been, sold as part of an indoctrination program. So as we begin to use different facets of our body, facets of our life, that's where we really begin to tap into really who and what we are and what we're capable of. The body's a piece of technology, and that's what we're learning to work with. All right, we're starting off with Taurus. I'm looking at a project that's unfinished. Going forward into the future, we're starting out. I'm looking at some type of work that's left undone. Something we need to work on. Something that's leaving you in a place where you don't feel grounded. You feel like things around you are chaotic. I know there's some aspects to money also that's out of balance. This could also be aspects of money with a female energy, with a feminine energy that's out of balance. Coming in the current energy. I'm looking at 210, 210 on the time, which is 3. This is aspects of the parent-child relationship. 210 is also a completion of a partnership. I'm looking at a completion of a partnership in the past. This isn't going forward into the future. I'm looking at new love popping up for you. I'm looking at the 2 of Hearts, which represents a new love affair. Whether this is a feminine or masculine, makes no difference. But I'm looking at a partnership popping up in the near future. Something that was unexpected, something you haven't seen, that you didn't know was coming. Congratulations. So whether this is a platonic relationship or somebody that you meet that you really get along with, I'm looking at a relationship forming between 2 people. Some of you guys, this will be a new relationship. Some of you guys, this will be a family member or a friend. I'm looking at you getting a haircut. All right, so make sure we're getting a haircut. I'm looking at you playing with your dog or playing with a cat. This is some type of bonding with an animal taking place. So make sure that we're paying extra attention to our pets this month. Your pets are extremely life-changing, and when we connect on a deep emotional and psychological level, you're able to read their thoughts. Your dogs, your animals have complex emotions and thoughts. Most people take it for granted how intelligent animals really are. So spend the next month really getting in touch with animals and your relationship with all animals around you. Whether this is an ant, a spider, or whether it's a bird that you feed, there needs to be some type of connection with animals that's being highlighted this month for Taurus. This is an increase in your connection with nature around you. I'm looking at you putting up smoke signals, asking for help from somebody. There's going to be some type of situation that we're in that we need to ask for help from somebody. Also, there's a focus on overeating, eating complex foods. Make sure that you're getting your diet under control. We're switched to a plant-based diet, and we get this under control. This will lead to a completely new version of life for you once we can tame this energy, where we control what we put inside of our body. We're at a place in our life where we need to get really demanding when it comes to what we want in life. Right? We demand our birthright, what we are meant to have, the knowledge that it takes in order to take us from one level of reality to the next. That's what you're lacking right now. You're lacking information, is what I'm looking at. There's some type of upgrade or level up that you're wanting, but I'm looking at you can't find the information. You don't know that the information is there. It's also about the way you see yourself. I'm looking, this is how we need to view our life and how we view ourselves, which is limitless, but this is coming in upside down. So this is also a self-confidence factor. Having enough confidence in yourself that you're able to achieve the life that you want to. That's what gives birth to the future timelines and future versions of yourself. I'm looking at a disconnection. I'm looking at an increase in feminine energy more than masculine energy in your body. Make sure this month that we're blending with nature. We're going outside with our bare shoes. We're walking around, making full contact with the light grid around us. There needs to be a deeper connection that's cultivated with the earth around you. Less of this. So say on the phone. So less of this and more of that. I'm looking at somebody standing you up on a romantic level. This is a friend or family member that's setting up a date with you or setting up some type of get together. I'm looking at they're not coming through. Somebody's telling you that they're gonna come through, but they're not. They stand you up. And when this happens, it's time for reflection. It's time to take a long, hard look at the relationship and understand that somebody that cares about you or loves you would not do that to you. And that's where we begin to pluck all the poison out of our gardens so that we can grow, so that our life can change. All right, I'm going to end the reading there for Taurus, man. What's up, guys? I hope everybody's day is magical and blessed. Guys, if you like the readings and you want to book a personal session, there's going to be a link to my website that's down in the description of the video and down in the comment section as well. So if you guys will just jump out, go down in the comment section, and I'll have a link right there. All right, next we're doing Gemini. This is going to be a Gemini energy now. Gemini energy for the next month coming up. This is going to be going into December, into January. I'm looking at a win taking place. I'm looking at Gemini energy. I'm looking at a win taking place, a victory that's going to be happening for you this month. I'm looking at the scales of justice that will be balancing out, giving birth to something that you seek. I'm looking at two people coming together. Whether this is you and a child or you in a partnership, I'm looking at happiness taking place, good cheer, celebration. I'm looking at a good Christmas. I'm looking at a gift popping up for you. I'm looking at an old lover and an old friend from the past that's going to be popping up. Someone that you could think of as your shadow self. This is going to be a test. whenever this happens, you should definitely turn down the offer. I'm looking at you getting an offer from somebody from your past. I'm looking in the future. Maybe you're in a place right now, a place of like distress or some type of darker energy where we feel like we're trapped in some type of situation. I'm looking at this coming in upside down in the near future for you. So I'm looking at whatever type of depression or anxiety, whatever you're experiencing or feeling right now, right around the corner. I'm looking at that alleviating. What you can't see on the bottom of the deck is I'm looking at an incoming offer that's heading into you. Right, so I'm looking at somebody coming at you, offering you, you want to go do this with me? Or whether this is money or an adventure, say yes. Definitely something we want to say yes to and take that adventure. Guys, I'm doing a reading for Gemini right now. If you guys want to get a reading, there's going to be a link to my website down in the description of the video and down in the comments as well. All right, we're jumping backwards now. I'm looking at a new... I'm looking by the full moon. I'm looking at some changes that are going to be taking place by the next full moon for Gemini. So we want to make sure and sit down and ask ourselves, well, what needs to change? If I had something that I could change about my life that would make a big impact, what would that be? Sitting down and understanding what it is in your life that needs to change will help you start heading down that path of leveling up. Because I'm looking at some type of stuck energy right now. There's some type of... and it feels like I'm trapped in place. It's just a matter of time. We're just killing time right now. Looking right around the corner though. I'm looking at that popping up in for you. And sometimes it feels like we're stuck and we don't know how to get ourselves out of a situation. But I'm looking at that something miraculous coming through. I'm also looking at an increase with animals, some type of protection that's being sent to you. So if a dog or a cat pops up in your life this month, it was sent to you. We need to honor that, love that, treasure that. We need to work with Hecate. Working with a deity is one of the 7 essential steps in the ascension process. This increases the spiritual energy in your body, and it helps you connect psychological and emotional dots to how this place operates. Understanding that there are other levels of consciousness that are waiting for you. And it's through the process of working with these deities that we make connection with that deep, arcane presence inside of you, right? Hecate is a beautiful energy to work with. So if you haven't worked with her yet, definitely get on the ball with that. There's an increase in consciousness that comes from this. Guys, this is a Gemini reading right now. Next, I'm going to be reading for Cancer. There's some type of false illusions that we have built inside of our mind. Right? This month is about figuring out what the fuck those are. It's your job, up to you to understand where you are, what this place is, and why did you come here? This is what needs to be focused on this month. I'm also looking at the toroidal field. I'm looking at the toroidal field spinning in the opposite direction. So I'm looking at negative aspects are coming from happening to you because of the frustration, because we can't control our anger. Or we get frustrated and we send out negative vibrations to the people around us. So really make sure that we're being mindful of that this month and we're bringing balance to that. We're exercising control. Yoga. You need to get started with Kundalini Yoga. Something we're going to get started on immediately. Start working. This is one of those powerful yogas that you can do. This is the tree pose. This helps control the fire energy inside the body. It channels the fire energy up the spinal column into the heart. This is what's needed. Up ahead, I'm looking at a wild card popping out at you. Something unexpected is getting ready to happen. I'm looking at a red 5. 5 speaks on loss and conflict. So I'm looking at some type of negative aspect is happening to the home life, your money life, one of those different aspects this month that we need you to be prepared for. So make sure that we're not spending all of our money and we're not stretching yourself thin, because there needs to be some type of prep for whatever this happens, whatever this takes place. All right, guys, I'm going to end the reading there with Gemini. All right, what's up, guys? Guys, listen, I'm in Las Vegas. If you guys are out this way and you want to book an in-person session, man, I've got some badass places to go to, not just for the readings, but for holographic healing sessions as well. Guys, I do holographic healing where during the sessions, I instantly astral project my consciousness to wherever you are in the world. I begin to manipulate your chakras using biophotonics and a few other methods that I've designed. It is the most powerful healing technique in the world. You are going to feel me working on your body. So you're going to feel sensations of fire. You might feel electric energy. You might feel cold, magnetic energy. You might feel pain. You might even experience seeing colors of the chakras or having full-blown conversations with your guides. Everybody experiences something different. All right, we're going to do Cancer next. So you guys have heavy Cancer placements in your chart. This one's for you. This month's going to be based around the heart. This is getting, for Cancer, this is going to be about grounding your energy into the heart space, learning how to control it from the upper chakras. I'm looking at coming up, there's someone around you that's not compatible for you. This is coming in forward, kick to the future. So sometime coming up, you're going to come to the realization that there's somebody in your life that is no longer compatible with yours, with your growth, with your stability. It's a realization. I'm looking at a download taking place. I'm looking at negative aspects are being expressed because of a relationship in your life. We're going to be working with some type of somebody around you, or whether this is you, there's some type of needy energy that we need to be brought into balance. This is feeling like you need somebody to pay your bills or to be there for you emotionally or psychologically when things happen. We need to learn how to process and deal with those things yourself. And this is what helps us break those emotional dependency bonds. I'm also looking at there needs to be sex. There needs to be some type of increase in sexual energy. There's going to be a night where we're hanging out drinking, and it's going to lead to a night of sex. It's needed. You need physical touch right now. Make sure that we're getting ourselves to a place where we love everyone without strings attached. That's what this month and going into this next year we're going to be starting to learn, is that learning how to love with no strings attached, no bonds, no chains that we put on people or put on love that bind us to people. Guys, if you're just hopping in, I'm doing a reading for Cancer right now. All right, for Cancer, I'm looking in the current energy. I'm looking at the 6 of Spades. The 6 represents the family unit. I'm looking at the black 6, which represents you're going to be experiencing darker aspects or negative aspects to the family unit. The 6 is the pregnant mother, the mother. So this is the mother, father energy, and whether this is with your parents or your children. I'm also looking at the 5, which speaks on loss and conflict as well. It's coming over the top, the center. That's what the reading's being highlighted on. I'm looking at the blue 7, which speaks on the intuition. The 7 speaks on divinity. So this is learning how to put all of your focus and care into the connection with the universe over every other relationship in your life. There needs to be a prioritized event that takes place where we sit down and make the decision. This is what I'm trusting in, not the world around me. The world we live in is an illusion. It's an illusionary world, an illusory world. We have to learn how to understand, to read the energy of everyone around you. You live right now in a sea of narcissism, a narcissist. Everyone is a narcissist until they pull themselves out and they teach themselves to not be. Everyone. It's up to you to identify the narcissism in you so that you can correct it, and we begin to not display those characteristics. And people see that. And then they want to be like you because they see something different. They see a light in you that they don't see inside themselves. That's what truly inspires people to become better. I'm looking, there's somebody around you that's guilty from lying to you. There's somebody that's lying to you about something. Whoever that is, make sure that we're sitting down and going over what it is, who it is, and how it affects you. I'm looking at lying and deceit on multiple levels from multiple different people. Somebody that's lying to you that does not have your feelings at heart. This is coming in upside down. So it's somebody that does not give a fuck about your feelings. So whoever that is in your life that's treating you like that, we need to get to the bottom of it. We need to play some Scooby-Doo type mystery game and really understand who is your friend, who is not in this life. Who around you do you call family or friend that is not? Whether this is a partner, a lover. I'm looking at somebody slinging negative thoughts and negative energy your way with their words, with their thoughts. Your thoughts, your words are weapons. And when people say negative things about you, or they think negative thoughts or feel negative vibrations towards you, wherever you are in the world, it hits you. I don't care. Unless you have psychic protection up. This is something that I teach in all my private sessions. I would teach you how to psychically protect your energy and shield your energy every day for the rest of your life. This is something that needs to be focused on. You were never taught how to fully protect yourself. This is the first thing that we learn when it comes to energy manipulation or magic. We learn protection magic because it's not things it is things you can't see, but the main area of focus is other people. You need to protect your world from everyone around you, right? And that's what we learn to do through magic. All right, I'm gonna end the reading there on that one, man. Thank you so much for hanging out, Cancer. I appreciate it. All right, I'm doing Leo next. So if you guys are Leo, you guys have any Leo placements, this one's going to be for you. Guys, it's the key to this place is information. Who has the most information? Who is plugged in the most? Who has the accurate information? Every whole entire world's a lie. Don't think for a minute that the government or the schools will tell you any truth, because they will only lead you astray. The only way to true information, real information in this place is right here. That's it. That's the portal. That's the gateway right there. So we have to learn how to stop looking out into the world for advice or answers and start learning how to go inside of ourselves. And we do this through divination. Divination is the philosopher's stone, the keystone to this place. Learning how to divinate, it will literally open up every aspect of your life. All right, so this is Leo. All right, Leo, I'm looking at there's some type of relationship that you're in right now that's not conducive to your future growth or health. I'm looking at that relationship will be breaking away in the future, right? And I'm looking at whenever that happens, there's going to be a balancing effect that takes place to your family. So if you're in some type of relationship right now and it's getting ready to fall apart, know that it's in the best and highest order, because this is what's online. This is what's at stake. This is in the future. I'm looking at somebody packing a bag and leaving. And this is coming in sideways. So this would be like not knowing, but this is coming in sideways. So it's like you know about the situation already. So if that's a family member or friend that needs to leave your life, then that's what needs to take place. I'm also looking at a child energy that we're talking about now. I'm looking at some type of trauma with a child. So whether this is the child that you have, this is a physical child that you have, there's some type of focus and attention that needs to be brought to this. I'm hearing the Akashic record. There needs to be some focus around protection for the child this month. This is protection from everything, protection from the schools, from the government, whatever that is. Your baby, when they come in this place, are born perfect. They do not need anything from anyone around you. Hey, can you answer this? Hello? 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 Ah. There's no one there. All right. I'm looking at the solar plexus. There's an out of balance that needs to be focused on this month. This is having the focus and the willpower to achieve the things that you desire. I'm looking at there's a lack of that, a lack of willpower. This is going to be channeled through the solar plexus. This is learning how to tell yourself no. I'm reading for Leo now. If you guys are just jumping in, I'm reading for Leo, and I'm doing... So which ones have I done? I'm doing Virgo next. All right, we're talking about the stomach area. I'm looking at overweight. This is overeating. This is the solar plexus. This is learning how to control your desires. So make sure there's an emphasis that's being put on getting that under control, or else it will lead to your demise. It will lead to several health problems that will start inside the body, and they will begin to manifest and get worse and worse and worse. Ooh, my dog, that's my familiar. That's confirmation. You're getting a warning. We need more exercise, more play. This is you getting out, doing Kundalini yoga. The snake represents the Kundalini energy inside of yourself. This is letting that Kundalini energy rise up the spinal column and into the third eye, which creates an activation. All this is done through controlling what we put in our body. Learning how to taper every other one of your desires as well. I'm looking at this for drinking. I'm looking at there needs to be whatever type of drinking that we're doing, it needs to stop. Any type of medications that we're on needs to stop. Whatever you're putting inside the body that's not natural needs to stop. I'm looking at the child energy. So there's a child energy in your life that needs to be dreaming, needs to be told that they are capable of achieving anything that their heart desires, that they're through manifestation and through hard work. This is coming in upside down. So child in your life isn't looking at the world in the correct way. That's what we want to bring into balance. You want your child to be dreaming and learn how they can move things with their energy in their body. They can move water. They can manipulate fire. They can manipulate the very ground that they walk on. They just have to be taught how. This is psychic energy. I'm looking at a star seed, or someone with a child that's very psychic, that has a high potential for psychic gifts and abilities, a high aptitude for psychic gifts and abilities. This is teaching your child things like meditation, yoga, how the energy in the body works, how the emotions work, and how the mind works. I'm looking at one door is closing, but then we'll give birth to another door opening. So when things in your life... energies in your life come to an end, it's time to let them go and to remove them completely. Whether it's a person, a job, whatever you know needs to leave your life, that's what we need to focus on this month. When it takes place, when it happens, there's going to be a celebration that takes place and a reward. I'm looking at the green, which represents money. I'm looking at an increase in money because there's an increase in willpower. This is learning how to control your desires. This is the stomach. This is the solar plexus into the sacral chakra. And it affects the heart, right? Because the way we live our daily life affects how you feel. It also affects our money, the way we work, the way we increase or decrease our inactivity or activity with the world around you. So whatever that is for you, make sure that we're focused on that this month. You need to go into the woods. There's an increase in consciousness that is there waiting on you. We need you to go into the woods, and you're going to sit there. And the answers will come to you. All the answers that you seek will come to you when you can quiet your mind. That's one of the things that I teach in all my private sessions. I teach you how to silence your mind. So that's something I would teach in a personal session. I'm looking at up ahead. I'm looking at an increase in love. That's what we were talking about a while ago with the heart chakra. I'm looking at an increase in love. This is how we shift our perspective in this place, right? It's not that we become full love and light. That's everything's love and light. That's incorrect. That's what you see in the spiritual community. That sends a lot of people going in the wrong direction, right? We need to embrace both our light aspects and our dark aspects. And as we do, we merge the two together so that the two become one. And then we take duality and we shape-shift it into something new, a third perspective, a third way of living life. This is the fourth and fifth dimension. This is how we shift consciousness through love. All right, guys, I'm going to end the reading on that one. That was a reading for Leo. We're at Virgo now. What's up, guys? Man, if I miss your comments, I apologize, man. I'm just going to read through this. I haven't read through the Zodiacs like this. That's the first time. Figure I'd jump on and see how it goes. Guys, if you want like the readings and you want to book a personal session, there's going to be a link up in the description to my website. And if you guys want to just drop a comment, message me. I'll message you back and let you know how everything works. I teach energy and read energy manipulation. I teach energy manipulation and read energy to thousands of people all over the world. So if you guys want to take your life to the next level, to take your energy practice to the next level, man, I'm telling you, this is where it's at. Things like holographic healing, learn how to manipulate energy to anyone, anywhere in the world at any time. All right, this is going to be for Virgo. I'm looking at the S on my board. I'm looking at the serpent, the snake, which represents the life force energy in your body. Your health is being focused on in the future. It doesn't feel like just the health, though. It's like the endurance. We need to go to the gym. I'm looking at you going to the gym and working on your body. Getting our body to a place where we feel comfortable. You're trying to raise the energy in your body because you don't have enough energy to make it through your day. And this is done through healing the physical body through detoxing the mind, detoxing our emotions, and detoxing the physical world around us from sick people. You got a family member that's around you or a friend that's sick, someone that you need to completely remove from your life. I can feel it. There's someone around you that you know you should not have in your life, but you're keeping them there. There's something you're being stubborn about. There's a change that's waiting to happen for you, but you're being stubborn about it. I'm looking at 2:42 on the time. This is 8. This is sex and magic. So the sex, when we speak on sex, the sex is the energy exchange between two things. So all day, every day, when you go out into the world or you wake up, you are having sex with the world. You're literally fucking the world. All right, this is done because you're exchanging energy with everything around you. When I pick up that crystal, that's an energy exchange that takes place. When I buy a coffee, that's an energy exchange. Whether there's a conversation that happens or not, just me standing there is information that is being exchanged. Anytime you are within a 6-foot radius of someone, there's someone around you that you need to start psychically shielding and protecting your energy from. I'm looking at the Ace of Hearts. I'm looking at a new beginning in love. This hasn't happened yet. This is coming forward into the future. I'm looking at money in the family is being highlighted in the future for you too. The Six of Diamonds speaks on like the parent role, the money aspect to being a parent, things costing money. I'm looking at money popping up for you in the near future, an increase in money. Something we need to get the ball rolling on. We're staying in the future. It's going into the 7. This is increasing our spiritual activity. This is working with your ancestors. I'm looking at you working. The 7 represents divine energy, which is your higher self, your crossed over loved ones. And the 10 is a cycle of completion. And this is the darker aspects to that. So I'm looking at you working with somebody on the other side to increase your wealth. To increase. This is a new beginning with money. All right, I'm looking at when that happens. I'm looking at them delivering, coming through, and helping you in some aspect of obtaining money or learning how to obtain money. I'm looking at downloads taking place. I'm looking at these downloads are going to take your life in a completely different direction. We're talking about your home life. This is coming in upside down. We need you to take a long, hard look at your home life. There needs to be some balancing there that takes place. So make sure we're lighting sage, we're burning candles, we have an altar, whatever that is for you, whatever, some type of spiritual energy that we are drawing into your home. The home needs to be charged just like your avatar, right? This is one thing we learn in magic. We learn how to draw energy from the world around you into your home, into your life. You were never taught how to do that. This is one thing that magic can do for you. The gnosis that you need to make it to the next level is magic. Is witchcraft. Guys, if you're just jumping in, man, I'm doing a reading for Virgo right now, and we are doing Libra. Libra next. I'm looking at a pale rider. I'm looking at death ahead in the future. There's some type of ending that's getting ready to take place in your life. You need to come to peace with that. I'm looking at chaos. I'm looking at a chaos pixie. This is different things happening throughout your day, and you're like, what the fuck? Why is this happening? I don't understand this. Why is this happening to me? You need to confront this head on. It's happening because we're turning a blind eye to something we don't want to look at. Looking at that will help you make it through. Ooh, cards flying all over the place. There's a focus on rage this month. Something you're going to need to get angry about. Something we need to let out of our body. This is done through meditation, through yoga, through grounding. We need to go outside and scream to the top of our fucking lungs. When we do this, you are channeling all that negative energy that you have acquired by frustrating things happening to you throughout your day. We're channeling it in one quick controlled burst out into the ethers. All right, guys, I'm going to end the reading there for that one. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. You guys have a beautiful month, Virgos. This is going to be Libra, and then I'm going to do Scorpio next. I'm a double Aquarius with a Scorpio moon, so Aquarius and Scorpio, it's able to connect better. That's the only way I can put it. When we're talking about peering through the veil of time, your chart, whatever charts zodiac signs are prominent in your chart are the ones that you're going to really emotionally bond and psychologically bond and connect with. Same reason why you might be a Pisces, and when you meet other Pisces, you bond with them. Right? So that's a common occurrence that takes place. And when this happens, we need to be aware when these things happen in our life, these people that come into our life. All right, we're looking at Libra now. Light some sage on that one. Guys, the changes that need to be made to your life are all inside of you. There's nothing that you need to pay for. There's nothing that you need to learn. It's outside of yourself. It's all inside of yourself. So teaching yourself how these things, how the body works, how does the mind work, things like this is what really strips away all those toxic and negative behaviors, which is what we need for a new life to take place. We need the old life to burn off. We need to create space in our life. We need to sit down and meditate. I'm looking at the thoughts inside your mind this month are going to be chaotic. It's going to be due to a shift in the constellations, a shift into the wherever the sun and the moon are. I'm looking at there's a heavy influence on facing your thoughts, your negative thoughts. I'm looking at the ego whooping your ass. This is learning to identify what the ego is. And when we need to control and balance our emotions and our thoughts, we do this through grounding, right? We do this by bonding and merging with nature. I'm looking at a broken childhood, some type of childhood trauma that we still haven't healed yet. It's going to be resurfacing this month. Your job is to identify where and when and how this takes place so that you can begin to make peace with this so that it doesn't resurface again. I'm looking, there's some type of whatever we're talking about is a pressure cooker. It's something that's just waiting to come and burn to the surface. It's something that's got your heart in a pinch. I'm looking at, there's a metamorphosis. For some of you, this will be a physical child. For some of you, this is just going through a metaphysical change. This is coming in upside down. So our focus going forward is to focus on this, turning this upright, confronting this head on. What would this look like? How do I get there? And what do I need to do? I'm looking at you making a bad decision. I'm looking at you making a bad decision about a pregnancy. This is coming in, it says wisdom. It's coming in upside down. So I'm looking at you making a bad decision about a pregnancy or a child. There's going to be good fortune that comes to you from having a child. There's a masculine wound. I can feel that there's a pull on the right side of my body that speaks on the masculine energy. So this is learning to get the masculine energy in our body under control, which you can't see coming on the bottom of the deck. I'm looking at your spirit guides bumping into you and begin to work with you. I'm also looking at you getting in touch with your emotional side, the Aquarius energy this month. It's a beautiful thing. Make sure we embrace that this month. I'm also looking at you teaching yourself the chakras. This is learning how to manipulate energy, learning how to run psychic gifts and abilities this month. Psychic. And it's through this process that we increase our spiritual awareness. This is what you came here to do. Focus on these aspects. Not who the 45th president was. Right, so it's the real knowledge in this place is how the human body works, and that's what needs to be focused on. All right, I'm going to end the reading on that one, man. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. All right, we are at Scorpio. I'm doing Scorpio, then Sagittarius. All right. You know what? I'm going to end it there, and then I'm going to pick back up. I'm going to do a part 2 tomorrow. All right. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, man. If you like the readings and they resonated and you want to book a personal session, there's going to be a link down in the description with my personal website on there. All right. You guys have a beautiful day. Enjoy your immortality.